All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great night out here at Toowoomba Hockey. Tonight we have our A-grade women's match just started between Norse and Rangeville. Norse popped that one over the sideline and it'll be Rangeville's injection here through Alex Thompson. Umpiring tonight, we have Jack Moore and Chantel Manhire as Rangeville look to go up the line but can't quite get a handle on it, and Norse will bring it back in. Rangeville looked to go across the centre, but it gets intercepted, and Rangeville have their first opportunity and turn it into a corner at the top of the D. Lovely work there from their forwards, knocking it onto a foot for their first corner of the game. So tonight for Rangeville we have Kirsty Tolpert injecting. First opportunity and turn it into a corner at the top of the D. Lovely work there from their forwards, knocking it onto a foot for their first corner of the game. Katie Wallstein with the hit. Oh, doesn't quite get it where she wants it. And that one will be a free hit to Norse.
North with the ball now, trying to work it out of defence. Intercepted by Rangeville as they try and head back into their attacking D. Square ball.
Nice shot there. Good save by the goalkeeper. Leads to a long corner.
Rangeville holding possession, trying to send that ball in, but picked off there by North. Rangeville back in possession as they enter the D, running the back line across there. Saved by Emily Manhire as she clears it out wide. And that'll be Rangeville's ball on the sideline.
Tanner Hood looking to bring it back in.
And that's a long corner for Rangeville. Layla Patterson taking that pass, sending it back, all the way back to Kirsty Tolpert. Coming out to the left to Alex Thompson. Through back to Layla Patterson. Patterson out to Tanner Hood, and Tanner Hood trying to run the back line there, trying to work her way in. Nice flat stick tackle there by North. I think that was Shael Fielder there, Phil.
I believe that was Morgan. Rangeville with a lot of early pressure here and managed to turn it into a corner as North just get caught creeping in a little bit too much on the free hit.
And we're joined up here tonight in the viewing room by the Rangeville under 11 girls, and they're watching their A-grade women play. Hey girls! Yay! They're being very quiet up here. It's very good. Thanks, girls.
So Morgan, second corner of the match, do you think they'll be looking to score from it?
We're always looking to score. You just have this weird understanding of hockey.
Oh, let's see how they go.
All right, Kirsty Tolpert injecting. I think it'll go straight to the top, Phil.
Good call, Morgan. Lay off left. Thompson tries to go back across the face, but the runners are there.
Saved by Lauren Mahoney.
Nice second shot there from Katie Wallstein, but the keeper manages to nudge it wide. I think that's Tanner Hood taking the long corner. And Range will get it into the D for the shot. Oh, another great save by the keeper.
That's Tash Lombard, Phil.
Great save, Tash. If you're watching the live stream.
At another time.
You never know, helmets are pretty complicated these days, Morgan. Norths knock it over the sideline there. And Rangeville will keep the pressure up.
Tanner Hood looking to find a friend there on the back line, unable to get it through. And that's a North's hit to work it out of defence.
Don't forget to pop your score predictions in the chat, guys. I think based on the first 6 minutes, if I were a betting man, I'd be predicting a Rangeville win here. They've definitely been putting a lot of pressure up front. Spread it out to the right and come back into the centre. Oh, and they get it forward to Wallstein. Oh, can't quite finish and sends it wide of the post.
Another 16 for Norths. Transfer across for Norths, now working out of their left side. Losing possession though before they get it out of their defensive 25, so they'll be under the pump again, Phil, as Rangeville work that ball back in.
Looking to come around the back, but Norths shut it down. Rangeville does manage to work the free hit though. Another free hit outside. Rangeville's definitely building up the pressure here, Morgan.
Yes, been quite sustained, hasn't it?
It has.
This quarter. Back in the circle, saved by goalkeeper Tash Lombard.
Cleared out by number 16, but only as far as the Rangeville right half.
I think that's Mel Benson, Phil. And North's hit again.
We got Carter Mogg here. Thanks, mate. Always love to hear your voice. So far, we haven't seen any goals up on field 2, Carter, so it looks like it's still 0-0 up there between Norths and Rangeville A-grade men. Range will get the free hit here and then get another opportunity to put some pressure on the Norths defence.
They decided to bring it around the back to Kirsty. Kirsty trying to look for that transfer out to Alex and nearly intercepted there by Norths.
Alex Thompson finds the ball up the sideline. Range will look to bring it in through that corner.
Delaney Burke grabbing that ball, unable to get a stick fully on it. And Lauren Mahoney running that out.
Norths will get the opportunity to hopefully release some pressure. Nice work there from Rangeville, and they're coming forward again. They get it into the D, but Norths are very solid in defence there with Taylor Budd.
Spongy in possession. Picked up there by
Gets
Shea
tackled.
Fielder. I think we're in the Norths attacking half for the first time this game, Phil.
Yeah, Lily Rickett there gets dispossessed, and Norths have the opportunity to go forward. Norths with a few numbers, but Kirsty Tolpert there makes the interception, clears it out, and Rangeville will get their, Norths will get their first chance at a decent attack here.
Yep.
Norse look for the speculator into the D. It doesn't quite work out, but they do manage to regather.
Putting that pressure on now as we're into their attacking 25. Rangeville's defence pushed under pressure for the first time this game. Mahoney sending the ball out to the out left square pass. Zimmerly looking back for the transfer to Fielder. Fielder coming across again to Bull.
Is that Bull or is that White? It does say White on the back of the shirt there, Morgan.
Oh, is that number 8, not 3?
That's number 8,
Oh,
Morgan.
my apologies, guys. You are correct.
Norse with the ball down in the corner. Look to bring it in, but only managed to knock it over the back line, and Rangeville look to bring it out.
Right, transfer around the back from Rangeville.
Tolpert to Rickett.
Rickett's transfer intercepted there by Stella Sui, I think.
Norse
Phil.
have a good chance here if they can find the shot. Oh, good defence there by Kirsty Tolpert, shuts it down. But Norse will keep going forward here.
Sideline hit inside the 25.
Katie Wallstein there with a great tackle.
Nice intercept there.
Norse
by
making an interception, and Tanner Hood makes a steal and manages to bust forward.
Still in possession as she moves down the line.
Earns herself a free hit.
And transfer from Rangeville. Looking to use Kirsty around the back.
Kirsty nearly gets intercepted there, but Rangeville managed to come away with the ball and streak forward. But a bit of a mishandle there, and Norths break that pressure. Taylor Budd goes for the transfer through White. White can't quite get a grip on it though. And Rangeville will look to put some pressure on.
Thompson to Hood. Just over the sideline by Norths, and Rangeville again on the attack.
Rangeville not quite putting it where they want it, and Norths clear it as far as Tolpert, right up the back. Tolpert gets it back to Rickett, and Rickett gives Thompson a bit of space.
Some lovely passing there from the Rangeville girls. In that 1-2 passing, just to work that ball up and out. All right, North's ball in the corner now.
Rangeville putting a very high press on them here.
Yes, and it's worked. They've got possession still in the 25. Coming through the centre.
Oh, bit of a bobble in the D, but it only leads to a long corner. Lily Rickett goes wide to Thompson again. Thompson finds Hood down in the corner.
Again, running that back line. Through a couple of Norse players. Play on, says Chantel. Shot from Rangeville. Deflected out by North, and we've got another long corner here.
Looks like it'll be Layla Patterson to play this long corner.
Bit of space here on the left, and that's where they head.
Back to Thompson again. She's getting a lot of ball this quarter. Norse managed to make the steal in midfield and push forward. But great recovery there by Rangeville, and they will keep attacking. Taylor Budd there tries to make the intercept, but looks like she makes it dangerous.
Rangeville sending that ball back again. They've got their whole team by their keeper in their attacking half, Phil. Really pushing forward.
Oh. Kirsty Tolpert gets a bobbly ball into the D, but Katie Wallstein can't quite get a handle on it. Looks like it came off a North stick though, so it'll be another long corner there for Layla Patterson to take. Goes to Thompson, back to Rickett. Oh, not quite the pass she needed though, but a good recovery.
And Rangeville finding a foot, playing on. Nice advantage play there. And North being able to gain possession, and they'll work it out of their 25.
Rangeville are keeping this high press set. Fields is looking for a long ball. To Hood, looking to inject.
Hood to Wallstein.
Wallstein can't quite keep it low, and that'll be a free hit to Norse. Carter, if you're still watching, it looks like it's still 0-0 up on the top field, but we did just see a card to a Rangeville player. Unfortunately, I don't know which player or what colour, but there's someone sitting on the naughty bench. Fields doesn't quite hit it the way she wants it, and Wallstein gives Rangeville a chance to attack with 20 seconds left.
10 seconds left on the clock, and Rangeville will try to play for a corner, I would imagine.
Rickett gets it to Hood just outside the D. Hood gets it in.
Unable to find a foot, and that'll be it for quarter time.
We'll see everybody in 2 minutes. All right, and we're back here for the second quarter. It is still 0-0, Morgan.
It is. The score didn't change this week. Now, I've just been talking to these Rangeville under-11 girls here in the viewing room with us, and they've all informed me that Rangeville is going to win on field 1 tonight, and it's either going to be 1-0, 2-0 or 4-0 to Rangeville. So that's the score predictions in the room. So if you've got any at home, pop them in the chat so we can hear about them. So Rangeville still on the attack here on field 1. Coming down the right side. A little kick there, I think, and it'll be North's ball.
Taylor Bard out to Mel Benson. Benson looks to bring it in field. Comes off a Rangeville stick and bounces away forward. Bit of pressure here from Norse, but it will be Rangeville's ball on the sideline.
Rangeville still in possession.
Norse dispossess and look to go forward, but Alex Thompson there manages to get a stick on it and knock it wide of the attacker.
It'll be a long corner there, I think, Phil. Mel Benson taking that hit. Looking for the transfer across to the left. Find a Rangeville foot, but play on by Lauren Mahoney, who's grabbed that ball.
Mel Benson loses possession and knocks it over the sideline. Tanner Hood looks to break forward, but can't quite find Delaney Burke, I think that was.
I think you're right, Phil. And it'll be North's hit on the sideline again. North sending the transfer out to Heidi Zimmerly, I think that is.
Zimmerly can't quite get a handle on it, and that'll be a Rangeville ball now.
Rangeville still having the majority of attack in this game, Phil.
Yeah.
Majority of possession as well.
Yeah, North have had a couple of opportunities to go forward, but it's definitely been Rangeville in clear control so far. Alex Thompson with the free hit outside the 25.
Trying to find the pocket, unable to get it through, and North have gained possession. Mel Benson there and Hayley Morris.
Looks like we're back to 11 on 11, back on field 2.
Sideline hit on field 1. Mel looking for the back transfer, leaving it all the way through to Shale. Shale changed her mind and looking for a through ball. Picked up by Rangeville though through the centre, and Tanner Hood in possession now. Using those stick skills to work it down the left side. Finding Hayley's foot, and it'll be Rangeville's ball just inside the 25, attacking 25.
Thompson here looking for that midfield transfer. Norse try to cut it off, but the ball pops into the D and the umpire calls a free hit outside to Rangeville. Layla Patterson here will take it right on the edge of the 5. Brings it back to Rickett. Rickett looking for the injection. Onto a foot, onto a foot, onto a foot. She's finding feet left, right and centre.
Still in possession there. Nice advantage play by Chantel.
But unfortunately the forward can't quite get a handle on the trap, and so Norse will look to relieve some pressure here. Morgan, Rangeville still playing a high press. Do you think they'll look to fall away eventually, or do you think this is going to be the plan all day?
No, this is a common play of theirs. I think you'll find they'll try and keep that pressure on, particularly while it's 0-0 and particularly while they're having all of the attack. They'll want to keep that pressure on. Norse like to use their long balls, Phil, and work it out, and so they're really cutting that off with that press.
Fair enough.
Rangeville women actually really, I don't know what they do, but they really have that high press working well across all their women's grades. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, it's been very effective tonight. Norse are struggling to get out of their own half.
Oh, high ball there.
Bud goes for the clearance, but puts it up around head height. Generally not a great height to try and trap it at, Morgan.
It is one thing, though, that North could potentially try to get through this press would be some overheads. I'm not sure if they have anyone who can do successful overheads.
I thought you were going to say that they should try a few more head-high passes. I was wondering what that game plan would be. That seems a bit dangerous.
I think you'll find, Phil, that that's actually not allowed in hockey.
Well, I did know that, which was why I was questioning your game plan here.
And look, we both know that Chantel and Jack know that as well, so that wouldn't get them very far.
They have been very effective tonight, our umpires, as Chantel there, after giving the player a few warnings, said she wasn't 5 and blew a short corner.
So for those playing at home, if you aren't 5 and you've had your 1 warning, the next step above that is an automatic short corner, despite the infringement not happening inside the circle. So that's what's happened there.
So Morgan, going back to your idea that more Norse might need to look for some overheads, do you think there's anybody at the back there for Norse who'll be able to throw an effective enough overhead?
I'm actually not sure. I don't know if Taylor can.
All right, so here we go. 3rd corner of the night for Rangeville. Injection isn't quite straight, so Rickett spreads it out right. They look to come back inside, but the deflection misses the net, and that'll be a 16.
3rd corner for Rangeville, 3rd corner for the game, Phil.
That is correct, Morgan. Well spotted.
All right, Norse now in possession as they head out of their defensive 25.
Benson looks to use the sideline, but Tanner Hood makes the intercept.
Having a good game tonight, Tanner is.
Spreads it out right. Ooh, they can't quite find the forwards.
Macy Hill unable to grab a stick on that one. I think that was Macy, 11.
I think that was Macy, Morgan. You might be correct.
All right. Rangeville still well set up here. And forcing Norse to come out to this player on the sideline, you can see how they set that press up. They're happy for them to have that ball out there wide.
Oh, Lily Rickett there with the missed trap. Gives away a free hit, and Rangeville will get their 2nd opportunity this quarter to push into attack.
Did the work, though, to get back and recover, which is really good to see. So Norse working up the left-hand side, but intercepted by Norse.
By Rangeville?
Oh, Rangeville, sorry. Norse are a bit flat tonight. Not moving as much as they
Patterson
could
knocks
be.
it forward. Oh, Katie Wallstein gets forward, but knocks it a bit too far in front of her.
And Tash, goalkeeper, just letting it go over the back line.
Oh.
Touch there by Wallstein, but unable to get a stick on it, and Norse have gained possession as they head into their attacking half. I think that's Stella Sui, Phil.
Might be, Morgan. Norse get a free hit inside the 25.
Umpire Jack just saying, take it back, take it back. So inside the 25, but just out a bit wider than it was.
I think that's Mahoney there.
It is. Sending
Brings
the
it
ball
back to Bud. Bud looking up for some leading forwards.
And
Tries to find one, but can't quite.
Bit of movement there in that attacking 25. And Rangeville will work it out now with a 16.
Oh, great long ball there for Katie Wallstein. Oh. Fields running back to defend, but Wallstein finds enough space. Fields with some great work there to get a stick onto that shot. And Norse even recover the ball and will look to go forward. Serena Robertson there. Tackle by Rickett.
Rickett's still on the run. Found
Knocks
a
it
foot.
onto a foot.
Sending it back to Tanner.
Tanner Hood forgets to trap it there, but goes back and recovers.
Sending the ball back to Thompson. Thompson to Tolpert. Tolpert sending it around to the right half. Cool.
Nice injection there. Makes its way into the D for Katie Wallstein. But Fields is there to clear it.
Looks like Rangeville have started to pop one of their strikers up high a little bit more, hoping to be able to grab that ball as it comes through.
Yeah, I think they've realised there's a few balls that are making their way through the North's defence there, so they're going to see if they can put a high forward up there to utilise those balls. Great tackle there from Mahoney, leads to a long corner. Ball in and Wallstein finishes,
nice
puts
shot.
it wide of the keeper. What a great shot there. And we finally have our first goal and it is 1-0 to Rangeville.
We knew that'd come, Phil, after all the pressure.
Well, new is a strong word, Morgan, there. I'd say strongly suspected. But Rangeville definitely have worked for it with all the pressure they've been putting on North. North look to go forward there up the right sideline, but Rickett manages to make the interception.
Morris back to White. Ending up back here at Bud. Bud looking to send it out left. And we're just holding it at the back here. And Rangeville just letting them have that.
Yeah, they're not applying that high press through the midfield. They're letting those defenders go back around as much as they want to. It's an interesting tactic, but so far it's working for them. Fields looks for the long transfer. Comes off a Rangeville stick, and that'll be a Norse ball.
And Norse again in the attacking 25, but
Tanner Hood makes the interception and gets the free hit. Thompson will look to relieve some pressure, maybe through a transfer, but decides not to. Up to Tolpert. Tolpert out to Hood. And Hood manages to get a foot on it. Oh, no, but not before a Norse player gets their foot on it first.
the back of the stick. Alright, Tolpert with the ball in the midfield, sending it out to the right.
Doesn't
Little
quite
bit
put it
too
where
much
she wants
pace. And that'll be a Norse ball on the sideline.
North's back to Fielder.
Fielder through to
Fielder
Mahoney.
to Mahoney, but Mahoney doesn't quite put the trap on it she wants. Jane Butler manages to recover for her though and gets the free hit.
Alright, Rangeville with possession in the midfield.
Lily
Tackled
Rickett
by-
there, tackled by Butler.
Butler with the ball now.
Ooh, doesn't quite put it onto the half-back stick though.
Oh,
Ooh,
Alex.
Mogg there can't get the intercept. Manages to put enough pressure on Tolpert though.
Tolpert still
Tolpert
in
under some
possession.
pressure. But
Out
gets
to
it out to Thompson with some space.
Thompson
Hood now to bring it up the line. Into Wallstein, who knocks it inside. Back to Wallstein with a bit of space. Can she finish?
Dragging the keeper.
Yes, she can.
Shot.
Great passing there from Rangeville. And a nice finish by Katie Wallstein.
2 minutes left in the first half of hockey here at Club Glenvale.
For those wondering, we haven't seen a score yet up on the top field.
Rangeville in possession as he moves through the midfield. Tanner unable to get a stick on that and get control. And that'll be a Norse hit on the sideline here. Again, heading back to their defence, Phil.
Yeah. White there, not quite with the clearance she was aiming for. Turns it over before the halfway line.
Thompson with a hit on the sideline. Nice leading from the Rangeville ladies. Ball up the sideline. Wellstein getting a stick on that.
Foot.
And Hood taking the hit. Oh no, leaving it for Thompson.
Thompson goes for the overhead, doesn't quite put it where she wants it though.
Picked off by North. North's looking to send it down the sideline. Thompson unable to get a stick fully on it and gain control, and that'll be North's ball on the sideline.
White here looking for the midfield transfer. Butler doesn't get a handle on it, but Benson will. Knocks it into a foot and gets the free hit.
Taking that quick hit and sending it through, but neither Monk nor Sui able to grab a stick on that.
I think that might be the last play of the half there, Morgan, as the clock winds down. So currently it's 2-0 to Rangeville on field 1, and it would appear to be 0-0 on field 2. We'll see everybody in 5 minutes. change that ball.
And welcome back to A-grade
Nice
women,
all over.
Rangeville versus Norths at Toowoomba Hockey. It is 2-0 to Rangeville, and that's the hooter for the start of the second half. So there's been a poll tonight that says who will win, and then the majority said on the live stream, the majority have said Rangeville to win for the A-grade women.
You have to wonder though, Morgan, how many people waited to cast their vote until it was 2-0.
Yeah, true. True, Phil. And I think you were just hearing from the umpires who changed out a ball at half time. Is that right, Phil?
Yeah, they weren't quite happy with the rounders, Morgan, so they've decided to get a rounder ball.
Probably a good call, Phil. All right, North with possession. Just passing it between themselves, just inside their defensive half. And sending it right through. But the North player unable to get possession, get a stick on it.
Norse's passing was looking a bit more effective there, Morgan. Maybe the rounder ball is having an effect.
Well, look, let's not be too hasty about this, Phil. It's only been a minute.
Nearly an intercept too there from Norse, and Norse will get the first genuine attack of the second half. Back to Bud. Back to Benson.
Benson in possession. Winning that hit.
Earning herself a nice free hit there just outside the 25.
Out to Haley.
Haley looks for the injection. Rickett manages to get a stick on it. Gets it to Hood with some nice stick skills. Earns a free hit.
Range were trying to work that out of their defensive quarter. Found a foot and on with that quick pass, but intercepted by North.
Serena Robertson there earning the free hit. And the umpire there warns Rangeville not to touch the ball after the free hit's been given.
And there's a foot.
This will be North's first of the game, Morgan.
And the first of this half. But it's the fourth corner of the game, Phil.
It's also the fourth quarter down at that end of the field, Morgan.
Look at our math skills, Phil. They're on point tonight.
Third corner to be given for a foot in the circle. So being their first corner, Morgan, what do you think they're going to be looking for? A straight shot's normally the target, but what do you think they'll be going for tonight? A variation maybe?
No, I think it'll be a straight shot. We've got a stick trap on the top and Jade's going to have a shot.
With Bud out left, you always have to think that layoff left might be an option, though. And look at that, they go for the layoff left. Bud goes too high again and it's a free hit.
So that first shot for those playing at home has to cross the line at the height of the backboard. So that shot was a bit too high.
Bud's been struggling to control the height of her hits tonight. Range will go for the long ball.
Shayelle sending it out to the line with a nice backstick pass.
White looks for the long ball, but only knocks it to Rangeville.
Mahoney there. Nice poke tackle, but unable to gain possession. And Rangeville on the attack again.
Hagan back there looking to go forward, but Field manages to knock it over the sideline. Range will have the free hit here. Looking for the injection.
A bit high also, I think.
Few too many people out there with 9 irons tonight, Morgan.
It's not even wet, Phil.
For those of you watching at home, a 9 iron is a club used in golf when one wants to lift the ball. Just in case you didn't know, like the blonde lady sitting next to me. Great stick skills there from Benson, earns the free hit. And wouldn't you know it, she hits it in the air.
Been a few high balls tonight. Sometimes you see that more when it's a bit wet, but it's not raining here tonight at Toowoomba Hockey.
Morgan, I feel like we just had this conversation exactly 15 seconds ago.
I thought we'd have it again.
Oh, okay. A few too many players using the 9-iron tonight.
So, Rangeville looking to send that ball through, but intercepted
Butler
by
with the
North.
intercept. Suey can't quite get a handle on it.
But Lawrence
Great
there.
defensive work there from Patterson. Tolpert here will take the hit.
Looking to move that North's attack.
Goes forward, but only as far as Zimmerly. Zimmerly gets it to Butler, who spreads it out to Morris. But Hood there manages to make a good tackle. Hood to Hagen back. That would be Ella Hagen back there with the ball. Zimmerly knocks it over the sideline.
Rangeville again with the hit on the sideline. Heading down into their attacking 25.
Rangeville there back to Patterson. Patterson managed to get it onto Rickett, but Rickett gets dispossessed and Norths clear it with a long ball. Tolpert there using that left sideline effectively, gets it up to Thompson. Thompson finds Wallstein on the tee spot. Can't quite get the shot they're looking for though, and that'll be a 16.
Fielder to Mahoney, just missing that, but picked up there by Stella Suey. Nice running. Stella finds a foot. Zimmerly now taking that hit on the sideline. Looking to go around the back, straight back to Fielder. Fielder moving that ball forward. Nice stick skills there. She changes direction, sending it through to Morris. Tanner Hood just popping that ball up a bit high, and that'll be a Norse hit. Butler with the ball in the middle, sending it back to Fielder.
Fielder looks for the long one.
And
Finds
gets it
Mogg
through.
out there, but Mogg can't quite get the handle on it. She wants a oh.
Play on, says the umpire.
Patterson there streaking through midfield, but gets dispossessed. Mahoney out to Robertson. But it comes off a Rangeville stick, and that'll be a North ball. Zimmerly taking the injection.
Back to
Goes
Bud.
back to Bud.
Around to the right with a square ball.
Benson tries to go long, gets it onto the foot.
Takes that pass quickly, and she's now in the attacking 25.
Gets the loose ball into the D.
Robertson there trying to find a foot, gets it through. And short corner to North for the 5th of the game, Phil.
5th of the game, 2nd to North.
All of them in this D.
Well spotted there, Morgan. This would be the second short corner not given for a foot if you're playing along at home. You can mark off high ball gives away a short corner on your bingo card.
I think they're
Looks like Mahoney trapping this one with Butler to hit.
And maybe that layoff to the left.
I think this one might be the straight shot. Let's have a look. Oh, bit of a mistrap there. And we do see the layoff to the left.
And again, raised ball on that first shot.
Tolpert goes for the long ball. Zimmerly gets a stick onto it, so that'll be a long corner to Rangeville. And we have a lot of players running up to the other end of the field very quickly.
A bit longer for them to take that hit than I expected, Phil. Deflected up off North, so it'll be Rangeville's ball again for the dangerous ball. Rangeville running the back line, save on the line there, but
Wallstein there. Is that a hat trick for Wallstein?
might be. Oh, some lovely defence there from both the North player and the goalie, and a lovely goal.
It is in fact a hat trick for Wallstein. So 3-0 to Rangeville and 3-0 to Katie Wallstein.
All right. North, Heidi Zimmerly holding the ball out here on the line, sending it through to Stella as she finds that, trying to find a foot, but gets it through. On the run there, and she gets a stick on it as we...
I think gets a bit of a foot onto it as well.
She did, yes. All right, Kirsty Tolpert looking to work it out of defence. Dropped that ball back with a bit of a dump pass there, but her teammate wasn't ready for that. So that'll be North's ball, and we'll be back into attack for North. Nice touch from Rangeville, but back in North's possession. And Rangeville now streaking through the midfield and through into their attacking 25, but unable to catch that ball as it runs over the back line. So North will have another 16. 5 minutes left of the third quarter here.
Well, Morgan, it looks like we haven't got any correct score predictions in the chat so far.
Or in the room, because these lovely little ladies in here told me 1, 2 and 4-0.
Well, to be fair, 4-0 is still a possibility.
I'm getting a lot of looks right now.
There are a lot of 11-year-olds right now who want to tell you that 3 is less than 4. And so 4-0 is still possible.
I'm getting that. Good on them. All right, so we just had a shot there and then saved by the keeper, but North's ball as they work it out of defence.
Sui there earns the free hit and North will press over the halfway. Zimmerly decides to take it a bit deeper than she probably could have and unfortunately passes it straight to a Rangeville stick.
Tanner Hood working up the left side, cutting in on that 45 to Macy Hill, I think that is.
I think that was Macy Hill, but she couldn't quite get a handle on it and the ball runs over the back line.
We lost the ball, have we?
Oh, I think they've found it, Morgan.
Oh, there we go. In the corner.
Transfer there to Zimmerly out at left half. Zimmerly looks to bring it back in, but an intercept there from Hagen back. And she gets it into the D.
Finds a foot.
And that will be, what's that, Morgan? The 6th short corner of the game?
Yes, Philip, it is.
And the first one down that end, Morgan.
It is. First corner down this end. At the clubhouse end. And the first corner for Rangeville for this half, Phil.
It is the first corner for the half.
After a lot of attack in the last half, Phil, it sort of has lessened off a bit of intensity in this half and more opportunities through field goals for Rangeville.
It has. It's definitely looked a lot more even this half, with Norths getting their opportunities to push forward.
All right, so Kirsty Tolpert's injecting. We've got Katie Wellstead at the top, and I can't see who's stick trapping there.
No.
But they've
fake stick trap. Wallstein will take the shot.
Attempted deflection from Kirsty, but she's
Looks like the postie there has managed to knock it wide of the goal.
So we got a long
Great
corner.
defence from the postie.
And North's giving her a bit of space there to set up.
Lily Rickett will take the long corner.
Just bringing it back. And she sent that in through to Spongy, unable to grab a stick on it, and Shael in that fight, but short corner.
Lovely recovery work there from Katie Wallstein.
Oh.
Umpire there's telling a couple of players in back play to be a bit less silly. Alright, so we'll have Tolpin injecting again. I think that's Rickett trapping there, Morgan.
I think it might be Phil. I wonder if it's a fake trap for this one, for the 7th corner. Yep.
Does look like it.
And shot a little bit high, I think. Yep. That's what
Umpire calls it a bit high.
that first shot. Really having an issue with that here on field 1 tonight, with those first shots being a little bit too high on the corners. A lot of missed opportunities when that happens, isn't there, Phil?
Yeah, you'll find when you give away a free hit, it isn't the best opportunity for a forward.
No advantage there, and Chantel saying take it back. North's free hit. Oh, looking to find Stella Sui. Deflected off a Rangeville stick, and Rangeville now in possession, looking for those 1-2 passes.
Wallstein out to Goodwin. Goodwin tries to get it back to Wallstein, but a few too many Norse bodies in the road.
And
Taylor Budd now going through the centre.
Looking for that back pass out to their right half. Mel Benson, and coming up along the sideline. Rangeville still in it. A lot of Rangeville players around the ball, Phil, and even when Norths are beating 1 or 2 players, still a lot of pressure there on that next pass, that next play.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a remnant of their press, Morgan. They're making sure that their second line is definitely backing up their front line.
Yeah.
And it's meaning that Norths are struggling to find those gaps through the midfield.
Definitely. Great place to be in at this time of the season. All right. We'll see you back in 2 minutes after quarter time.
All right, and we are back for the 4th quarter of this enthralling match between Norths and Rangeville A-grade women. Of course, the score currently stands at 3-0 to Rangeville, Morgan.
It does.
Thank you for that input, Morgan. Rangeville gets us restarted. And Lauren Mahoney looks to make the tackle, but only knocks it as far as a Rangeville player.
She's regained possession there, Phil, in the midfield, but dispossessed by Rangeville. If you've got player of the match predictions from those watching at home, chuck them in the chat. I've got a few suggestions here from the team in the room, and I'll share those in a little bit.
Patterson there gets intercepted, but Tolpert manages to recover for her.
Rangeville working up the sideline. Poke tackle there from Lauren, unable to grab possession, and Taylor Budd coming in to clean it up, pops it over the sideline. North Press looking a bit better here on the sideline.
Free hit from North there.
I'm not really sure anyone's too sure what's happening there. I don't think the player was fired. I don't think they thought the hit was taken. I'm not sure North knew what to do.
I think Rangeville thought the free hit was taken, but North didn't, so the umpires decided to just retake the hit, which seems fair to me.
Great decision by Jack.
Mog there can't quite get a handle on it, and Kirsty Tolpert's there to clean up at the back.
Ella Hagenbach keeping
Earns a free
possession,
hit.
earning a free hit.
Great stick skills there from Hagenbach, goes through 3 North players.
Through to
Number 18, I'm not sure of her name, sorry. Katrina Patterson says player of the match, Katie Wallstein. That's probably a good pick there, Katrina, considering she's got all 3 of Rangeville's goals.
There's a general consensus in the room here with the Rangeville under 11 girls. Thought Spongy deserved a vote there. Number 18, Phil, is Delaney Burke.
Oh, Delaney Burke. My apologies, Delaney.
Alright, Rangeville working into their attacking 25. Nice touch there by North, popping that ball over the sideline. And Rangeville with a hit on the sideline, sending it back.
To Patterson there, I think that is.
North's finding a foot, but play on, I think, here.
Oh, free hit there to Rangeville.
Kirsty heading out to the left for a square pass to Alex Thompson. Thompson sending it through to Tanner Hood. Tanner Hood, 2 North players there looking to hold possession while she beats both of them. Still in possession.
That girl has the ball on a rope, as the umpire had to yell play about 37 times there to get the players to keep playing.
Nice advantage play by Chantel.
Finally decide it's time to blow a whistle. Oh, good injection there.
We've got a player.
It looks like the attacker's slipped over on the defender's stick.
And we've got a short corner for Rangeville. Alright. Rangeville having a little huddle at the top, work out what they're going to do. And North's getting ready for to defend the corner. A few calls there from the Rangeville bench as to what they want done.
Let's see what the players decide. Fakey trap again, Morgan.
No, real trap.
Ooh.
Tanner's going to have a shot.
Oh,
And there's the 4-0. Tanner Hood with the 4th goal. And the under 11 Rangeville girls in the room with us are very quietly jumping up and down and cheering because those who predicted a 4-0 score. But girls, just be aware there's still 13 minutes.
and just as we announced that too, it looks like North have scored up on the top field. I believe that makes it 1-0 to North up there, Morgan.
I do think that's correct, Phil. Only goal I've seen. Oh, and we're about to get a card on our field. Chantel calling time there.
Not impressed by Mog's tackle.
And she got a green card there, so she'll spend, a green card is 2 minutes on the bench. So, Rangeville still with possession. Trap there by Bud. Bud still with possession. But tackle by Rangeville and dispossessed. Over the sideline, just inside the defensive 25, will be Shael will take that hit. Straight down the sidelines, Stella trying to pop it in, unable to keep possession, and Rangeville have possession as they head out, square pass and head through their left side. Intercept there by Hayley, not Jager because you got married, I'm sorry, Morris. Sorry, Hayley. Rangeville in possession, sending it back to Kirsty. Kirsty out to Delaney Burke. Delaney Burke through to Ella Haydenback. Touched by Shael. Rangeville unable to keep possession, and that'll be a Rangeville hit there. Two more goals, Phil, and Rangeville seem to have found a bit more pressure. Nice save there by goalkeeper Tash. Good reaction time. Rangeville still trying to work that ball in.
They do. It looks like since that third goal, Morgan, Rangeville's found another level of intensity. It's almost like some of those A-grade women heard the call of 4-0 from the under-11 girls and just thought that wasn't enough.
Getting changed score predictions here in this room. All right, Lauren Mahoney with the ball. Off a Rangeville player, and that'll be a Norse ball on the sideline. White taking the hit there. And again, Rangeville's press really making it hard to find it through. Found the ball through, but Norse unable to keep possession.
Nice stick skills there from Delaney Burke, but unfortunately takes it over the sideline.
And White again with the hit. Umpire just saying step out Rangeville, no closer. Alright, so looking for the transfer back to Bud. Bud moving that ball forward up the right side. Up to right half. Right half
Zimmerly.
Sending it, thank you. I can't quite see over through this glass. Fielder, nice pick up there by Shael. Shael through to Heidi. Zimmerly. Still Norse in possession. And have won
Knocks
that
it onto
hit.
a foot, gets the free hit.
The call from Rangeville bench saying, get back in defence, please. As North start to put some pressure on here with 9 minutes left in this game.
Fielder goes for the long ball. It's loose in the D. Oh, but that'll be a free hit to Rangeville.
We've got a goal on field 2 to Rangeville.
That makes it 1-1 up on the top field, for those of you who haven't been counting. Seems a weird thing not to be counting to 1, but some people can't.
8 minutes left in this first A-grade game at Toowoomba Hockey here tonight. So North ball on the sideline there. Sending it around the back. I think they're using this transfer a bit better in this half field to stretch that Rangeville defence.
I think it's the change of ball, Morgan.
Oh, look, maybe you're right, Phil.
Rickett there picks it up on the right sideline, looks to inject.
Sending it in to Brianna Bull, but unable to hold possession, and North will take the 16, Tanner Budd. Oh, Taylor Budd. Tanner Hood. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, Taylor. Sorry, Tanner. Thanks, Phil.
Happy to help, that's what I'm here for. That's why they're paying me the big bucks.
Sure. All right, Rangeville intercepted that transfer and now in possession, sending it back to Tanner Hood. Tanner working it in. Play on is the call
Great
from
tackle
the
there from
umpire.
Butler.
Yeah.
Umpires both say she was 5. The Norse player disagrees, and as we all know, when there's a fight between a player and umpire, the winner always is.
The umpire. Because, Phil,
Umpires are always right.
that's right. Respect your match officials. All right.
I must say, from where I was, she looked 5 as well.
Me too. All right, Ranger with the ball, setting it out around the right side.
Delaney Burke here looks to inject.
Straight.
Gets it to Bull. Bull to
Bull
Thompson. Thompson knocks it onto a foot.
And Delaney Burke was ready for that shot, Phil.
She was. But instead, we will have the 8th short corner of the match, Morgan.
I'll believe you, Phil. So you reckon there'll be a straight shot from this one or a fake trap?
Well, let's see how they set up. I have to think that Alex Thompson out at left layoff is getting a bit bored, so maybe she'll be arguing for a layoff left.
Tanner's not going to have a shot this time. She's just walking out of the...
Leaving it to... Is that Spongy? That is Spongy.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll be a fake trap. No, they've
Real
gone the
trap.
real trap. Spongy... Oh,
Oh, Norse players everywhere.
bit of a kerfluffus at the top of the D, and Norse will come away with the free hit.
Some nice panic play there and some good defence by Norse.
And a free hit there to Norse, and they'll get another opportunity to come out of defence. Range was still setting their high press. Mahoney there nearly gets intercepted, but it goes a little bit too dangerous.
Bud with the ball with the free hit on the 25. She heads forward but is intercepted by a Rangeville player. Rangeville still in possession.
So 4.5 minutes left in this match.
North's in possession as they try to find a way out of their defence. And as we said, Phil, the Rangeville press here is strong and it's getting harder for North. I think they're getting a bit tired as well with only 4 minutes left in the game.
And they have been doing a lot of running this game, chasing the Rangeville forwards around.
Nice touch there by North. And now
North
in
will go
position,
forward.
we're in there attacking 25. Morris with the ball, looking to find a way in. White repositioning herself. Fielder with the lead in and picked up that ball, but intercepted by Rangeville.
Hagan back here going forward. And Bull's looking to get forward. Can't quite get there though, it looks like.
Covered by Lombard, the goalie. She was had come out there, ready to intercept if Rangeville had been able to get there.
She was all over it.
And Shayel's made it back as well. So really good team play there by Norse working together. Touch
Mahoney touches it to Sui. Sui will go forward here, using that left-hand sideline rather effectively. And then turns and gets the free hit as she's trying to come into the D. Another free hit outside for Norse.
Lauren sending it back to White.
Oh,
Oh, not White, sorry.
Butler.
But unable, she just looking to send it one way, but the lead was the other way, and so that'll be Rangeville's hit on the sideline. 2.5 minutes left in this game. Rangeville working it out of their defence. Through to Alex. Alex keeps it in.
no, she does not, Morgan. Yet again, the umpire disagrees with you, and who wins?
The umpire.
Always.
All right. North's on the attack now. In the right pocket, looking to work it through, winning that hit. And North will be on the attack for the next couple of minutes. Intercepted by Rangeville, unfortunately for North.
And just as Morgan says Norse will be on the attack for the next couple of minutes,
Yep.
Norse get knocked out of attack. Luckily though, Taylor Budd heard Morgan and she's going to keep her in it, and she brings Norse forward again, and Suey earns the free hit. Up on the top with a minute and a half left, it is still 1-0. Another free hit outside the D to Norse there. Butler gets the ball just outside, knocks it in. Mahoney there.
Rangeville defence just a
Can't
bit
get
too
the corner
good.
she wants though, and it'll go over the sideline.
North still on
North's
the attack.
though. Another free hit to North.
Making sure that ball's gone 5, but cleared by Wallstein.
Long clearance there. Oh, and it looks like it's come off a North stick. So that'll be a Rangeville ball, and Tanner... no, it's going... thought Tanner Hood was going to take that, but it's going back a bit further. Patterson, that looks like. Knocks it into the D, but Fielder knocks it back out again. Tanner Hood will bring it into the D and earns the 9th short corner of the match, and the hooter will go before they have the chance to take this corner, but as everybody watching knows, we will play out the corner.
So while they're getting set up, Phil, Player of the Game nominations, we've got Katie Wallstein on the chat, and also in the room here. We also had nominations in the room from the Rangeville Under 11 girls for Alex Thompson and Ella Hagenbach and Tanner Hood.
I've just got official word through that it is in fact Katie Wallstein who's our player of the match tonight. Katie Wallstein takes what could be the final shot, and it is, as the umpire says, a free hit out to Norse that will end the match.
So 4-0 to Rangeville on field 1 here.
We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes for the second match of the night.
There's another 8.